What's up, YouTube? What's up, Capital Powerhouse? And before we even get into the charts, what I do want to go over is mainly I want to see what's going to be going on in the markets this week before we even get to marking up the charts. Mainly to try to figure out what direction I may want to take my trades in, even though I am going to be creating scenarios for both a buy and a sell and everywhere that the market could possibly move to within this week. But I do want to start off just getting an idea, basically. And you never want to go into the markets blindly. I usually do my fundamental analysis afterwards, but this time I'm going to do it before. We're going to see what's coming up this week, what we need to look forward to, and what can possibly affect the market. So a lot of it is pretty much what has already been going on and what everybody already been looking to, which is Omicron. We already knew about that. And at first, people was, not really worried about it. But cases are starting to go faster or spread faster. So it seems like it's starting to become more of an priority than it was before. So we do need to pay attention to that, see if any other news come out about that. Inflation data, pretty much the same. Now, last week news did change a lot, or changed a lot of people's expectations moving forward about the inflation rate and stuff like that, with our economy adding 210,000 jobs in November and the employment rate dropping to 4.2%. So that did help a lot, but we're still going to see. And Friday is going to be like the final settlement of that. And we're going to see how that turns out, which Friday, the CPI do release for the United States. So we're going to see how that affects our economy. Now, third one, volatility set to continue. So if you guys have not been paying attention, stocks took a major dip in the past 2 weeks, and crypto took a major dip Saturday night. So it seems like that is going to continue. As you guys see here, it says in the first paragraph, stocks sold off last week, hit by the double whammy of uncertainty over the Omicron variant. So we definitely are going to expect more of that moving forward, since I just mentioned cases are starting to spread at a faster rate than expected. So we do need to look forward to that. If you guys are into stocks, pay attention to it. Now, here is the next thing. Crypto sell-off. Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market value, fell as much as 20% on Saturday amid a broad-based sell-off in digital currencies in the wake of volatile week on equities markets. So if you guys are paying attention to it, continue to pay attention, because if you follow me on Instagram, I've told y'all before, it's going to dip again. I'm looking for a 30% fall off. We got to 20%. I'm looking for a 30% fall off, and I'm not going to disclose my price on here. If you guys want that, that will be in my course and for that Telegram chat. But I am expecting for it to fall off even more. Saturday night was just a glimpse of what is to come. If you guys have been trading Bitcoin for a while now, you guys know it's going to make a first dip that's going to be showing you, okay, y'all see what's about to happen. It's going to pull back up for a little bit. Right now, it's in consolidation. If it wanted to shoot back up, it would have shot back up by now. That's just how it is. So it's in consolidation right now. I feel like it's about to drop off some more and go down to 40K. The lowest that it got was 42K. I do feel like it's about to go down to 40K, and we will see. But look, I ain't no financial advisor. I ain't no licensed trader. I'm just telling y'all what I think. So Ethereum The second largest cryptocurrency dropped off more than 10% before pulling back, while other widely traded digital coins, including Dogecoin and Shiba, also tumbled. So concerns over a regulatory crackdown may be clouding the outlook for crypto investors. On Wednesday, executives from major cryptocurrency firms, including Coinbase, are due to testify before the U.S. House Financial Services Committee amid calls for regulation of the notoriously volatile market sector. Prospects for faster rate hikes could also be weighing on the outlook for cryptos. If you guys don't understand that, basically, to sum it all up, or to put it in a simpler way, you have a safe market, and then you have a risk market. Risk on market, risk off, basically. And if there's uncertainty, then people will put their money into bonds, the US dollar, safe money markets. If people are feeling a little bit risky, they feel certain about some things or whatever that may be, then they will put their money in the risk off market, stocks, cryptos, things like that, and other foreign exchange currencies like GBP, AUD is one of them as well. So if you guys do not know about that, like a money or risk on, risk off market, that's definitely something to pay attention to. So lastly, UK GDP. You guys know UK is one of the currencies that we do trade. So the UK is set to release October GDP data on Friday as well, and we're going to see how that turns out. So that's with the first article, basically giving us a heads up on what to look forward to this week. Friday seems like it's going to be a very big day for the market, for the economy. So hopefully we have our trades play out before then, depending on what we're looking for. And it could set us up for next week. Just like last week was NLP week, I told you I was going to set us up for this week, which it did. So just to look over some more stuff that I may have missed earlier. Okay, let's look into this. So Biden signs government funding bill into law, averts shutdown. All right, so to sum it all up, Biden basically took action to avert the government shutdown and still looking to figure some things out with Omicron, but that's basically the sum of that, honestly. Let's see. Wednesday could affect USD Cad. And then there go the CPI. All right, let's get into the charts now. So, close out of that. You guys know where we start. We're gonna start with gold, and we're gonna work our way down. Now, one thing that I do want you guys to know, like with me, look, if it's not a setup or opportunity, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to force anything. But gold playing out just as we expected so far. Came down here, bought up. I told you guys about that, but we're going to see. We're looking at major structure here. So with that being said, no different from how USD JPY was last week. looking for this type of move right here. Our candlesticks are already getting smaller. We're on the 4-hour time frame. Let's start with the daily. All right. What do we see here? We do have divergence from this to here. So that may be what caused the initial buy up. Not really divergence. Never mind. Have my markups in a way. They're kind of at the same point. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's divergence. They're definitely at the same point. Kind of hidden divergence. So on the daily, we have divergence for the buy, right? That's what pushed this up in the first place. That's what pushed this move up, right? So the divergence for the buy has taken place already. And I showed you guys that in the previous video where we caught that buy. But I am looking for this to reject off of this trend line because it has broken. So it broke this level of structure, but we are in a demand zone. So it's kind of like a double whammy right here. Well, not a double whammy, but it could go either way. This is either going to respect this demand zone, continue buying up, or it's going to respect this trend level, the break of the trend, and go back down. Now, which one is it going to go off of? We don't know. You guys know that my point that I do want to get in at is right here. So I really am looking for this to sell down and come down to here for this reversal for the really for the buy, the real buy. And I'm looking forward to getting in, but we will see. All right, so let's go down to the 4-hour now. We're going to say all right, so the market is consolidating a little bit. So that's on the 1 hour. We do have a little zone right here as well. And this was definitely a buy zone before. So we know that this is a level of structure right here. If we spread this all the way over to here, even. You guys see that this is a level of structure. So we want to see how the market continues to act in this zone, see what's going on the smaller time frames. Do have the impulsive move right here, though. You got the break of this previous high. So we got the break of this previous high. So yeah, we're just gonna wait and see how this market reacts. This could end up rejecting here, coming back down to this level or around this level. So it could end up coming down to this level right here. And then going up, or it's going to continue to sell down and go to where we want to take the buy. So those are the two moves that we are waiting to see. If it breaks past here, I do believe that it's going to continue to sell down. At least back to here. So we could catch it once it breaks here and maybe get in for a buy here. If it continues to go lower, we will determine that once we make it there. We will determine that once we make it there. So seems like the US dollar maybe in some uncertainty. It has been kind of consolidating right now. It just created, or it looks to be creating, a lower high. So the US dollar could possibly go down, which will push gold up to where we want it to go to. All the way up to here. We will see. We will see. Yeah. We don't have any divergence right now from what I see. So we will just be patient. Euro NZD is coming up to a very strong level right now to sell at. So let's start back at the daily. You got to see here that divergence is still going on. Oh, wrong thing. Divergence is still going on. Now, this time the market is retesting at the 200 level, which is fine with me. You see that it's rejecting on the daily chart. On the daily time frame, you see that it's rejecting, right? And this could be the next lower high. So we got the peak of the high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Could be a potential lower high and sell off. Like I said, we do got divergence. We got the retest of the 200. We got a trend line from point A to point B. Truth be told, I think I want to go ahead and trigger this trade. We got the doji. Yeah, I'm entering Euro NZD. So either going to drop here. Since this is a major level of structure, be ready for a correction here to this order block. Could potentially go there. So we will see. This will be TP1. This will be TP2. Let's see. Yeah, I basically have my confirmation. It is at a previous, it's at a level of structure as well. So it went past this one. So now it is up here. Let me just adjust this to here. So now it is in this zone. Boom. So that's what I'm looking at for this trade. And all right. So that's Euro NZD. Very simple, very quick, right? I really don't need to go down to the smaller time frames. Go to 4-hour time frame, show me what I need to see. But if you want to go down to the 1 hour, you guys see here, it is selling off. And candlesticks are getting smaller. Boom, it's rejecting. Down to the 30 minutes. Just in clearer detail. So market is working its ways down. Exactly what I want to see. Seeing everything I need to see for that trade. All right, so GBP JPY. All right. GBP JPY. Haven't taken a trade in GBP JPY in a while. Mainly because I haven't come back up to the point where I would like to re-enter. But look at where GBP JPY is at right now. It is at a major level of structure, right? It is at the demand zone. It has retested this support that has been there ever since April. Actually, it has been here since March. So it has finally come back down to this support. So now this may be our opportunity to take a trade. It may be our opportunity to finally take a trade here for a buy for GBP JPY. Now, you guys see here, we got the rejection. We got this candle. Now, the only thing that's making me hesitant about taking this trade is this candle right here that is currently occurring. Depending on how this candle ends, will determine if I take this trade or not. Now, if it does buy back up, I mean, it's still got 3 hours, right? It's still got 3 hours and nearly 30 minutes until this candle ends for the 4-hour time frame. What I would like to see is something like this that's been going on. So something like this, like a bigger candle, something that just shows me that buyers are in this market, like they want to buy this market. So that's what I'm looking for this trade, for me to trigger this trade. Right now, I do not have enough though for me to enter this trade. If we go down to the 1 hour, yeah, see, we got the push up, but nothing is happening right here, right? Nothing is happening right here. So buyers could be struggling, you know, but we will see. We will see. I will set an alert though. Seems like it's creating a resistance at this area right here. All right. So if the market have an impulsive buy, then a pullback, boom, that is what I would like to see. I need an impulsive move up here though. And I actually would like for it to break above this level too. I need it to break above this level. If it rejects off of this level, it's going to sell back down. But the impulsive back above here will confirm that buy for me for GBP JPY. That's really what I would like to see. But as I said before, like this is a lot of momentum coming into this candle. Now we did get the doji and we did get a buying candle, but it wasn't impulsive enough for me. It was not impulsive. So we got the break of structure, right? We got a break of structure, a major break of structure. You see that? So the overall move could be, I'm looking for this pullback and then for it to sell back down. Where it's going to sell down to, I don't know. Now, it took I'm going to go right off the break. It took 10 days to sell down here, right? 10 days. So this could be a swing trade. If I do decide to take this buy, it would definitely be long term for a swing trade. So risk lightly if you guys do decide to take this trade with me. But that is my markup for this. It's at a weekly level. Actually, it's about at a monthly level. It's at a monthly level. So it may consolidate for a while. So be patient. And it's going to consolidate. It's probably going to come back down here again before it fully triggers. Let's see what happened when it previously reached this level before. Let's see how long did it take for it to trigger and then take back off. So last time it was this low, prices currently right here. All right, so we're gonna go over this time. You guys see it consolidated for a while, right? It consolidated for a while before it officially bought all the way back up. Right here, it did happen quicker. It didn't dip as low though, but it did happen quicker right here. Let's look at even before this. So even here, it consolidated for a little bit. It's actually, it about made the same exact pattern as it did right here. So I'm looking forward to consolidate right now. You guys could take, I may take a filler. I may take a filler entry. And then if it dipped down lower, I would take a real entry. So I'm going to keep my stop loss tight for this one. Let's see. See what happened last week for the Great British Pound. JPY actually got bad news last week or last Wednesday. Let's continue to read on. It's a Great British Pound economy. Right. Okay, talking about the level that it was at. I'm looking for GBP news though. I don't care about none of that. Let's go. Do want to look into the end, since it is at a 7-week high. It could reject off of that. But what I do see is yeah, can't find what I'm looking for right now. But since people are investing in Japanese yen stocks, more people investing in stocks, that means less people are investing in that dollar. As it works for the U.S. economy. So I would assume that it may work the same for the Japanese yen. If I am correct, that means the Japanese yen dollar will go down, Great British pound may gain more value, and it could push it up. So we will see. We will see. It dipped just a little bit below, but we've seen it come to this level before and still buy up. Now, if it rejects or reverses and sells down even more, then this market is more than likely going to take a big sell. Because as we see over here to our left, it has been buying up continuously. Now, we have a couple of areas that it could reject off of. We have here, maybe an area that it may sell down to. Here, maybe an area that it may sell down to. And if it goes past these, then it's going to sell all the way down to here. But I do not believe that it's going to sell all the way down to there. Honestly. I do, but if it do continues to sell, then it's more than likely going to come down to here. If it has enough momentum or something crazy happens, then it's going to come down to here and form a full correction. So that's what I'm looking at for GBP JPY. Trying to see if there's anything else that I am missing. Let's go to the weekly. We do have some divergence though. Because as we pointed out, it's at the same level, right? The market is at the same level that it has come to in the past 7 months. But on our chart right here, it's a little bit lower than it was over here, even though it's at the same exact level. So we do have some divergence a little bit. There's more so hidden divergence. Let's look even here. So right now I'm looking at the monthly chart. So yeah, very volatile past 2 months for GBP JPY. Very volatile. But that is my analysis for the Great British Pound. We will see if it holds true. If it does, get ready for a payday. Like I said, this is going to be a swing trade, so we're going to hold this for a while if everything turns out right. On to Euro USD. We're still waiting for this trade to play out. So this will be the same trade as last week. We got the buy up. We got the impulse to move, breaking the trend. We're looking for the retest off this trend. It's consolidating around the trend, but I haven't got the retest like I wanted, if you get what I'm saying. So I want this to actually come back down here. Let me move this. I want this to touch here and then buy up. If it touch here, because I have my support and I'll have my trend line right here, double whammy. And then let's go to daily. See what it's looking like. So yeah. That's what I want to see. Now, the only thing about that is we did get the retest of this trend line right here. So this could continue to sell down because this is a major level of structure. This level of structure is bigger than our minor structure right here. So the minor structure move may have already happened, honestly. So that's for the buy. But if it breaks this low right here, if it break our previous low, I'm gonna highlight it red. Then I'm looking for this market to continue to sell. And then I will hop in for the sell once it breaks this low right here. All right. Yeah. So if it breaks this low, I'm looking for the sell. It could retest this low and then go up for the, oh, you're not trying to do that. I knew we were going to do that. But those are the two possible scenarios. I'm going to keep this here. I'm going to delete this one though. If it rejects off of this level again though, because this is a level of structure for a buy, it could be a level of structure for a buy as well. That's why I said if it breaks this, then it's going to sell down. It could break this, sell down, and possibly like boom, boom, boom. But if it rejects off of here, this is for the major level. Boom. And I'm looking for it to come back up to at least this high right here. Could come up shorter and come right here though. Actually, I'm going to trade it to right here. So I'll make that blue. So those are all like the possible scenarios that I can see for Euro USD. Like I said, we're going to trade based off of what we see, not what we think and hope. So whichever scenario is playing out the best, that's what we're going to trade off of. Like I said, this is minor structure, so I'm only looking to hold this for maybe a day or two. But with our major structure, I expect to hold there for like a week. Until Friday, until the news about the US dollar comes out. Which the news could be bad and it could push Euro USD literally all the way up here. So we will see. We will see. All right. GBP USD. Actually, forgot to check one thing. All right, so we kind of have divergence. I feel like divergence is starting to form. That's what I'm kind of saying right now. I feel like divergence is starting to form. So here, it's kind of lower, but it's like since the market have not closed yet, we do not know. We're not like 100% sure how this will turn out, but we do an order block right here. We got this buying candle right before the major sell-off, and this is on the monthly chart, by the way. This is on the monthly chart, so it's coming back to that level. Also, it's coming back to a level before the market. Where did the market like seriously take control at? Right here. It's coming right back to that point. So if the market is going to pull back to an area, remember what I said, it's going to pull back to this point. Look, like two areas starting to line up, right? Another thing is it could form a point A to point B for our trend. So we will see. We kind of already got the wick rejection. We got the wick rejection for last month. We're only 5 days into December, guys. So I'm looking forward to come back to this point again and then buy up. And that's what I'm looking to see. But like I said, if it breaks this, then it's going to continue to sell down. So at this point, truth be told, I'm not trading minor structure. Reason why? Because the market is too close to major structure for me to try to trade minor structure. You know what I'm saying? There'll be no point. So the market is kind of in a zone right now. This is my zone. This is my zone right here. So those are the possibilities that I'm looking at for this trade. And of course, guys, like some of our trades are, what's the word I'm looking for? Contradicting each other. Some of our trades are contradicting each other. So trigger time. Hopefully Euro USD and GBP USD trigger at the same time. You know, we're both looking for them to drop down just a little, not GBP USD, but like trigger. Hopefully Euro USD and Euro NZD don't trigger at the same time. Is what I meant to say. Because Euro NZD we're looking for the sell, right? But Euro USD we're looking for the buy. So if the Euro loses strength, I mean, if the Euro loses strength before it gains strength, then that could push Euro NZD down, which would also push Euro USD down because, like we said, the Euro economy is weakening. So it could push the Euro down to here to the point that we want to trigger the trade at, and then could trigger that buy. So we will see. We will see. All right, so now on to GBP USD. We are approaching a major level of structure. I will back out to the weekly and show you guys, but it is coming near a area where I do have a demand marked up, and right now it has broken past these levels. So I know it's going past this point. Now the next point that I'm looking for it to come to is this point right here where the previous low was, I guess you could say. But we also have like an order block right here, sort of like an order block right here as well. So I'm looking for it to come to this level. And we also have like a past resistance here that has, I feel, is now going to become a support. And then I have this zone marked up pretty much underneath it for like a following level. So for GBP USD, that is the zone that I'm looking for it to come to. I'm looking for it to, like I said, come to the support. If it goes past the support a little bit, then it's going to definitely fall into this zone and then go up. But as you guys see, we already got the rejection. The rejection on the weekly time frame. We got the rejection off of this point. And if we get the doji, because this is my reversal point, I have two reversal points just in case for this move right here. So it's either going to reverse right here or it's going to come into the demand zone and reverse down here. But if it reverses right here and hopefully we do get that move, then we're going to take that buy. But as of right now, the market is slowing up on a daily time frame. Let's go down to the 4-hour. And the market is in consolidation right now. So let's break this out. All right, now let's spread. Spread this one out. All right. So these are the two reversal points that I'm looking for it to come to. This is how I expect the market to react. We got 2 wick rejections here. I haven't gotten an engulfing candle yet or anything like that. But it is a consolidation, so expect to get one soon. If we do tend to get one, because it look like it don't want to go past this point right here. It haven't went past the closing of this candle in nearly 12 hours. So yeah, because I'm on a 4-hour time frame, guys. So these 2 candlesticks moving like this kind of shows me that this market definitely wants to buy up. So yeah, we will see. We also have divergence. So here to here, market is going up, right? According to this right here. But when we look at the actual chart, right, it is going down. Something doesn't line up, right? So that's the move that we're looking for in GBP USD. Let's go back to the daily. All right. So yeah, that's the move that I'm looking for. For our major level of structure, we got this. I ain't gonna mark that up. I don't like that. So yeah, those are the areas that I'm looking for this market to come to. It's more than likely going to come up to TP1 right here. Or TP3 right here. So these are the areas I'm looking for the market to come up to. That's how I'm going to set up my trade. You guys know, set your stop loss a little bit outside of the zone. All right. That's GBP USD. I only have buy scenarios right now. If it sells down, I don't know how much further it's going to sell down, possibly to here, but we should get the buy up. We should get a buy on GBP USD. We were also looking for a buy on Euro USD. So if you guys haven't figured out yet, we need the US dollar to go down. We need the US dollar to go down. But if we look at everything else, right, USD JPY dropping, USD is the primary pair. So, you know, for that to be dropping shows me otherwise. But USD Cad is rising. But USD Cad has also came up to a very strong level of resistance. But let's go back to USD JPY. So USD JPY is at a level of structure. I'm delete this. So on the measured time frame on our daily chart, you guys saw we had this trend marked up for a while now, for the past 2 weeks, I want to say, and it has broken past this. We got the retest that caused the initial buy up for USD JPY. Now we got another retest, and this time it's kind of consolidating right now. It didn't consolidate last time though. So what we're seeing right now is this market is kind of, you know, moving lower, right? The market is kind of moving lower. We have a high point right here. Then we got this point right here. Like, the market looking like it's wanting to sell or break this trend line or break back below this trend line. So let's see, what do we have? All right, so no sign of divergence on the daily. Let's see. All right, let's go down to the 4 hour. All right, so we did get the doji. We got the buying candle right here. But as I said with the other trade, you know, we were looking for a buy on the other trade, right? I was looking for my confirmations for a buy on the other trade, but I did not take it because I didn't have my confirmations. This is pretty much about the same exact trade. We got the doji, then we got this candle right here. We're going to see how the market reacts. So we're going to go based off of what we see. If it breaks, then I'm going to look for this type of move right here. You guys know if it breaks this structure, it's definitely going to retest and then sell back down. We're going to have some type of correction and then a continuation. If it rejects with a buy though, we're going to trade it to this zone right here. Hopefully it doesn't. I really want the USD dollar, or not USD dollar, but the US dollar to lose strength in order for a lot of these other trades to play out. But just in case, you know, we do want the Great British Pound to maybe push a little bit lower. So if the US dollar does gain strength, it could buy up for USD JPY and push this pair down a little bit. I believe Euro USD, we're looking for that to come down back to this level again. Yes. So I'm looking for this to come back down to this level again. So maybe the US dollar gaining strength can activate some of our other trades, and it will push USD JPY up to maybe this previous high right here. It's either going to push to this high for TP1 or push to this high for TP2. Either way, it could cause other trades to activate. So we will see. On our chart right here, the market is moving up. but here is not really making like any type of moves up, really. So could be a sign of a divergence, honestly. Definitely could be a sign of divergence. Do feel like this is going to buy up. I feel like it's going to buy up to TP1 at least. So looking at this 1 hour, it's kind of making me want to buy. Let's go down to the 15-minute. Let's see what's going on. So boom, it didn't break back below this level. So that's one sort of confirmation that this could continue back up. I say this, if it breaks above this level, then I'm going to take that for a buy. If it breaks back above this level right here, I'm going to take that for a buy for USD JPY. And I'm going to trade it back to TP1. I'm only going to trade it up to TP1. So I'm going to delete this alert right here. And I'm going to activate this one. I'm going to say look for buy for USD JPY. I need that to break above the previous high in order for me to take that trade. If it fails to break above that high, then that's only going to tell me that this market is ready to sell. So that's what I'm looking for right now for USD JPY. I showed you guys both scenarios. USD Cad now. So USD Cad is going back and forth in this zone right here. You guys know my reversal point was right here before, and now the market is just consolidating a little bit. Let's go to the daily. So it is at a very strong level right now. You guys see this? This is at a very, very, very strong level. So here we have very strong divergence going on for USD Cad on the daily time frame and on a weekly time frame. Okay. This trade is lining up pretty well. So now I'm just going to look for entries for the sale. I'm going to take a filler entry right here. I'll take a filler entry for USD CAD right here because I like this setup. I do like this setup. I expect this to sell down again. Now, just because we have those confirmations, like it's probably not going to sell down right now. More than likely not going to sell down right now. That's why I took a filler. But I do feel like it's going to sell down. Just because we have divergence on the daily and the weekly does not mean it's going to sell down at that exact moment. But if you guys look here, we have a lot of confirmation that this market is ready to sell. Boom. Right. But here, market's moving down. So, a couple confirmations that this market is ready to sell. It's just a matter of when for USD CAD. But overall, I really do like this trade. Let's go here. So if it breaks this level right here, I feel like that's going to confirm the sale. If it breaks below this trend line, that's going to confirm the sale for me. And then we will be in good hands. We will be in great hands. It could reject and go back up here again, though, before it officially sells off. So we will, again, trade what we see. If it continues to go higher, then this trade will no longer be valid. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. All right. I believe that is all for my weekly markups. So far, it is all. But I will let you guys know, as always, if there are any type of changes, because you guys know we do change the market. We do change our setups around a couple times. So we will see. We will definitely see. But that will be all for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed this markups. I hope you guys learned something from it. And if you did, then drop in the comment section what you learned. You know, I would love to hear your guys' feedback. If you guys want me again to explain anything in a better way or make a video about something, I'm down to do that as well. But let's continue to grow and learn, because this is, like my series say, my journey to freedom. So as much as I'm learning, you guys, or as much as you guys are learning, I'm learning as well. I'm just checking up on Bitcoin. But see you guys either midweek or at the end of this week. If I make any adjustments, I'll see you guys midweek. If I don't, I'll see you guys at the end of the week. As always, this is another video of markups of the week. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later on.